It's super hot, it's very humid, it's kind of polluted. How do you run in Bangkok? I'm glad you asked. I trained for a marathon in Bangkok before for a few weeks, and I was told and I found that the best way to run Bangkok is to either run it in the morning and you finish it right before the sun comes up around 7 a.m. or you run it in the evening and you finish right before the sun goes down, so you have the sunlight and you can enjoy your run as well. But that's the ideal case. But the actual case, when you live here, when you have a job, you don't afford to get up that early in the morning, or you went out the night before and you didn't get enough sleep to get up at 5 a.m. to go for a run. And again, in the evening, you in the actual working world, sometimes you just end up staying at work a little bit later than you expected, and you won't get to run until say 7:30, 7:45. What can you do? So I'm trying to revise the actual way to run Bangkok when you actually live in Bangkok. Let's find out. We live a little bit close to this nice little park in the city, and the run there was okay. It's like any urban run that you try to get to the nicer part of the run. And I got to the park, and to my surprise, a lot of people had the same idea that I did. There are a lot of runners out. Another surprise is that that day is also some sort of agricultural fair, and that's a concert. And there's a lot of food, and the park was actually well lit, so I thought it would be running in the dark in the park. It might be a little bit dangerous. And we're in monsoon season right now, so it sprays a little bit to cool you down, but around 10 minutes later it starts to shower, so it cools you down by a lot and very fast. But fear not, did I mention there's a lot of food around here? And I got out and I don't feel like going the same way, being wet, to go home anymore. The subway that comes to rescue. So a lot of people can access the park that way, so they don't have to live that close to the park to be able to enjoy it. So that's a way to run Bangkok, I guess. So the other way to run Bangkok, I think, is to run it in the morning. But at this point, it's 9:30. Not really morning anymore. It's 9:46 with full sun, super bright. We'll see if I'll survive this. But it's nice that we do have some trees on the sidewalk to give us some shade. So it wasn't too bad. I got to a park. The park actually, small, urban, right in the middle of the city. And there's some parts that are shaded, some parts that are not so shaded. But it's beautiful in its own way. It is borderline whether it's too hot or not, but I'm gonna wrap it up and run home from here because I took the subway yesterday. So I guess the right way to run is, we never think about the right way to run any city. I think the right way to run is to just do it. You never need to have a team. You never need to have like any expensive equipment. You can only have running shoes and wear whatever the most comfortable to you, and that's nice. And this applies to the weather that we've got here too, or the sidewalk, or the rain. And I was just thinking, is it just the right way to do anything? I don't like being in the situation where we are prevented from doing things that we plan to do or want to do because of some other external factors like monsoon rain, the climate, the condition of the sidewalk, or the distance from the park. Or we are prevented by something that's like internal, that we said we require that the weather be a certain way, or we require that we be in certain condition, or we are in better shape. The right way to do something is to do it now. When I was younger, I had this little motto where I said, "My name is Tay, and Tay make things happen." And when I grew a little bit older, I kind of refined that little stupid motto that I had before. And now I said, we have a plan, and we execute it. And I guess I really like that. That's really the kind of person I am. When I have a plan, I execute it, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We may not be able to do it anymore. Not everything will be perfect for it, but at least we're here, and the moment's now. Today is our season hiatus, since you're gonna be in Bangkok with me right here in this apartment in 7 days. So I hereby declare the season 1 hiatus of John and Tay, the vlog. I'll see you next week, actually in person in Bangkok. And yes, that's a Hello Kitty toaster.